Afternoon, Nuno.
Afternoon.
Apart from the usual kind of knocks that you pick up from a game, is there any kind of major team news to update? Because it would appear you have a full fit squad at the moment.
Yeah, like you said, some problems that we have to assess. Still have tomorrow, players that we need to see carefully and then decide. But the exception of JC, Todibo, that's going to be out because of the red card. Everyone else is available, yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
Last week, when I asked you about transfers,
Yeah.
you said there was negotiations going on. You said there were things going on.
Yeah.
So it sounded like there was a lot maybe happening. In the end, only one player came through since then, Axel Dassi. Were you disappointed not to get a few more through the door?
Look, we brought players that we consider that made sense to us in terms of rebalance our squad. The players that came in, I think they can help. Of course, there was other things going on, but it's a very tricky window to operate. We had this idea, but I think we have a committed squad now, and we have to move forward. Of course, it's not always perfect, but the main reason is that I think we've been able to rebalance our squad and become competitive.
Because I guess losing Lucas Paquetá, that I don't think that was part of something you wanted, and you would have got a lot of money through for him. I think the club ended up making a profit in the end in the window. Fans might look at that and think, we really need to get out of this situation. But what would you say in that respect, kind of not spending the money there for Paquetá and also making a profit in the window?
Yeah, the situation of Lucas that happened was everybody's aware, was something that was difficult to do. I think in the end everybody looked for the better solution. But like you said, but I insist on that. We have to realize that you can have targets, but those targets are in other clubs. And it's not only what you want, it's what the other clubs do also. So our fans must understand that it's not that the transfer window of January is very difficult to operate. It's more about rebalancing and understanding what we need to the last matches of the season. And I'm totally convinced that we're going to be okay. So this I can tell to our fans, that we are positive, we are working, we are committed, we are aware of the situation and the responsibility that is on us.
Are you happier now than where you were at the start of January? And
I'm never happy. I'm never happy. I'm never happy. It's always a difficult situation to say that you are happy, because we cannot be happy what's happening. We cannot be happy after the game that we played and we didn't get it. So I'm not happy.
In terms of your squad, though, are you happier from where it is now? And do you feel like you have rebalanced the squad?
Yes, definitely. We rebalance the squad. We have options, and the players are committed. That is more than anything important.
With Axel Dassi, why him, and what does he bring?
I think he's been working. He's in a good place physically. He's been working physically in Chelsea hard. I see him good. Of course, he has to now get inside of the team, know the teammates. But I think he can help us. He's a strong defender, good on the ball, good option.
Is he ready to play if needed? Because he obviously hasn't played for Chelsea for a while.
Yeah. That's what we are assessing and decide tomorrow.
Todibo's red card after the game, you said you wanted to see it.
Yeah, I saw it. It was a mistake. And first of all, he was the first one to recognize that it was a mistake. That unfortunately now we're gonna be without him for a couple of games. We're gonna miss him, but he realized that he made a mistake. And the message was we cannot afford to have mistakes. We cannot afford to have mistakes, especially of this nature, disciplinary mistakes. They take options away from us.
A lot happened in that moment. Did you think he was a bit unlucky to be the only one?
Yeah, it was a big mess. I think it's going on. Both clubs have been charged. A lot of our players and Chelsea players lose their temper.
It was such a good first half.
Yeah.
I think everyone could see that. Obviously, the second half got away from you a little bit, and I know you would have done your analysis. Is there anything, because you spoke about what you thought the team should have done differently in terms of defending crosses, but as a manager, was there anything that you thought after reflection that you could have done differently?
Of course. We analyze and you look, And every time we make something, we try to change this to create an impact, a better solution. And things don't go well, you have to realize that probably you made a mistake. This is what it is.
With Kilman coming on for Pablo, was that?
No, it's not about names. It's about we wanted to close the game down. We felt that the team was going through a difficult spell. After first half, we felt that we still have the energy. We spend a lot of energy pressing high, going high, and playing so good football on offensive. Of course, after minutes 55, 60 minutes, we felt this energy went away, and we wanted to rebalance the team. Have an extra body, didn't work out.
The last one from me. Pablo and Tati,
Yeah.
because they're so energetic and they've given the team so much energy, but I don't know if you can almost ask them to do it for 90 minutes.
It's impossible.
So
It's impossible. Not only Tati and Pablo, all of us have to realize playing away from home the way we did it in the first half took a lot of our energy out of us. Yeah.
Is it always going to be a problem now for you, though, or something you have to figure out is when those two, when they've done 60 or 70 minutes, how do you adapt? Is that something you're thinking about?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the next solution, what can help us and make us through the games.
Thank you, Nuno.
Thank you, Chris.
Hi, Nuno.
Hello.
Hi. After the positivity of the results against Spurs and against Sunderland, mentally, how much of a setback was that defeat against Chelsea and the manner of the...
It still hurts. It still hurts. So it still hurts on everybody because we felt that the game was ours for us to take. So it still hurts. But we move forward. We move forward. And the positive, we play really good football. We really play good football. It's almost like saying, let's keep these standards. Let's keep these standards for all the games remaining of the season. If our standards are there, if we play this good, we're going to be okay.
Is that the message you've been sending to your players this week?
Yeah, they know. This has been, of course, after the disappointment, you still have to grieve. You still have to feel it, and it still hurts. But we are ready to go, and again, make these high standards in our game.
You're coming up against Burnley next, important game,
Yeah.
in a similar situation, but they haven't won for 15 games. So when you go into this, do you feel that you're the team with more reason to be optimistic?
We never felt, we never feel, and we're never going to feel this because it's always going to be very tough. We know this is going to be very tough. Burnley is a good team fighting for the same objective that us at their home. Tough game ahead of us. We have to be ready.
What do you see as the main threats from that Burnley team?
All over. We play them here at the London Stadium, beginning of a very, very hard, and we know that we just have to look at the message of Scott Parker in the end of the game, of Kyle Walker in the end of the game. They say they're going to react, and we have to be ready for that.
I think West Ham have lost, I think it's 18 points from winning positions this
Yeah,
season. How do you address that? Is that a tactical thing? Is it a mental thing?
Is that what we are trying to find the right solution? And it's frustrating to know that we start the games normally so well, and then we cannot sustain them and close the games down. That means how many points we've let get away from us. It's frustrating, but we are trying to find solutions.
And just finally from me, it's a big match for yourselves, and obviously Leeds and Nottingham Forest play each other.
That we cannot control. That we cannot control.
Will you be keeping across it? Have you got a preferred result from that?
No. I don't even. We have to focus on ourselves. What's happening in other stadiums, you cannot control. We have to do our job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. Hi, Nuno. How are
Hello.
you?
I've been better.
Oh, really? Big game. I mean,
Yeah.
I know managers always tell me the next game is the biggest game, but this feels like a 6-pointer. It feels like whoever wins will have some momentum to go into the last 15, 16 games of the season. Whoever doesn't is going to really struggle.
Yeah. It's a lot of football to be played, but it's a very important game, definitely. We have to realize this game means a lot for us, and especially is reacting from what happened against Chelsea. We have to react. So I expect that from the players.
How do you convince the players to block out the second half at Chelsea and just focus on what they did so well in the first?
We cannot block, we cannot ignore. What we have to see is we have to analyze together what we did wrong so that it can not happen again. But I think we talk already about the game. What I say to the players, let's try to sustain these levels of performance throughout the game.
7 goals in the last 3 games proves
That's positive.
It's very positive. No clean sheets since August.
That's negative.
It's negative. How do you solve that?
Keep the offensive, keep scoring, and try a clean sheet. And for that, maybe we have to find other solutions. This is what we are doing. Other people, other players, we are working on that.
You're a good football manager. You know that you can't go into a game every week knowing you have to score 2 or 3 goals in a game, though.
It's impossible. It's impossible. It starts from behind. We have to have clean sheets. We have to defend properly. When you score 2 goals away from home, normally it's your game to take.
In terms of that, you don't want to take anything away from the attacking players. I know that defending starts with the forward players. So how do you get that balance?
Hard. It's hard. Knowing that the way we are defending now, the way our defensive shape is high. It's high. It requires a lot of energy. Requires a lot of running, covering, and there will be a moment that you cannot control. When, for example, Chelsea put 5 players on the last line, it's difficult to control. You have to drop your lines and defend the box, and that is our main issue. I think we should defend our box properly and better.
And finally, from me, you bought some players in January: Pablo, Castellanos, Adama Traoré, Dassi.
Yeah.
None of those necessarily, certainly the first 2 haven't, nor the last 2, have had to be involved in proper relegation battles, roll up your sleeves, because every single point matters. So, in terms of that, how
I don't understand what you're trying to say. Explain to me.
What I'm trying to say is that obviously you're going to need players now who maybe some of them might have been through this before, might have the experience of going through huge games, where every single point, every single minute of every single game matters. So how do you get across to maybe, especially the 2 lads that have come in from abroad, that this is properly?
They realize already. They realize that, and they realize even before they join us. You have to be brave to join a club in the situation that we are, and they've shown that this purpose, this commitment to come here and help. So I'm positive that they are already aware of the fight that we are involved on.
Good luck at Burnley.
Cheers. Thank you.